This is AQA GCSE Chemistry. This is the Trilogy Foundation Paper 2 from 2018, and this is question 4. And the whole of question 4 is laid out before the review, so you can pause and have a go for yourself. So here are parts 4.1, 2 and 3, 4.4 and 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, and 4.8, and there are 10 marks in total on this question. So let's go back to 4.1. What percentage of the Earth's atmosphere is nitrogen? You're going for the closest one. It's actually 78%. On here, it's 80%, around 4/5. It's simply a fact you have to remember. During the first billion years of the Earth's existence, the amount of nitrogen in the atmosphere increased. What source of that was there? And we're looking here for volcanoes. Nitrogen is used to make ammonia. The word equation for the reaction is nitrogen plus hydrogen, and there's the symbol missing before ammonia. And it's asking you to write the correct symbol in the equation to show it's a reversible reaction. That's why it's important to read through the whole question. You might remember this is reversible, but it's actually telling you anyway. So the reversible symbol is this: 2 half arrowheads, one to the right, one to the left. For 4.4, a reversible reaction can reach equilibrium. Complete the sentence. Equilibrium is reached when the forward reaction and reverse reaction happen at the same rate. And fertilizers are formulations containing nitrogen. What is a formulation? This is a straightforward definition question. You simply have to know that a formulation is a mixture that has been designed specifically as a useful product for a specific use. For 4.6, you're being asked to complete the bar chart. Fairly straightforward. Just always read the scale very, very carefully whenever you have graph plotting. It's easy marks to pick up, but if you rush through, they're easy marks to lose as well. So I've got the line drawn on for 5.8. A fertilizer contains 0.225 grams of iron per 3 grams of fertilizer. Which calculation gives percentage of iron in the fertilizer? Well, I'm going to try to break it down so we can dismiss them as we go. We need 0.225 on top, so immediately this answer becomes incorrect. And when we're working out it's essentially the ratio of 0.225 out of the total 3 grams. So we need 0.225 divided by 3. So we've now dismissed a second answer. The big question here is what we then do. And when we're working out a percentage, we multiply that by 100. So the 100 needs to be on the top line. And moving on to the final part, 4.8, Figure 9 shows the use of fertilizer in 4 different countries, A, B, C and D. And this is between There's a bar for 2003 and there's a bar for 2015. A student said much more fertilizer was used in 2015 than in 2003. Is the student correct? Use data from figure 9 to justify your answer. Well, in real terms, overall, yes, but we can break it down a little bit further, and bear in mind this is a 3-mark question. So use has increased, absolutely. But the increase is much more pronounced in A and C than it is in B and D. And it's asking you to use data, so actually put some data in. The one that I've chosen is that C has increased from 10 to 100 kilograms per hectare. So it's gone up by 1,000%. It's gone up by 10 times. And that takes us to the end of the question.